How's it? This is Hoala Greavy, founder CEO of Paubox. I'm here in Honolulu, Hawaii with Siana Austin Hunt, President and CEO of Make-A-Wish Hawaii. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Siana, can you tell us more about Make-A-Wish Hawaii and your job role here?
Absolutely. I am the President and CEO at Make-A-Wish Hawaii. We grant wishes for local keiki throughout the state of Hawaii. For those of you that don't know, keiki is a child. And we also grant wishes for kids whose wishes to come to Hawaii. So I wish to come to Hawaii, experience the aloha spirit. Some of our kids want to be volcanologists, which is pretty hot right now with our volcano.
No pun intended.
Or learn to dance the hula or drink from a coconut, or so many reasons to come here. I wish to come to Hawaii, second most requested wish in the world. Makes us the busiest chapter in the country.
How many chapters are there?
There are 62 independent chapters, independently federated throughout the United States, and we have 47 international affiliates as well.
So of the 62 chapters, you folks are granting the most wishes of any chapter. We're talking about the Florida folks, the Los Angeles chapters.
Metro New York, yeah. Well, you know, by population metrics, our local kids, we're a small chapter. We've got a small population based in Hawaii, but with 1,200 visiting wish families each year and growing. That's about 1,300 wishes in volume. That makes us pretty busy, so very much so.
So speaking of busy, speaking of wishes, you guys had your big annual fundraiser last weekend.
Yep.
And I understand there was a very creative wish that you folks granted. Can you share with us about that?
You know what, we're granting wishes just left and right, and some really creative, spontaneous ideas of, you know, really inspirational heroes that make a difference in our community. We actually had Wish Ambassador Kira joined us on stage. Our gala theme this year was Wish in the Wild West. We went country, kind of throwback on our Paniolo heritage here in Hawaii. And so cowboy boots and jeans, and Kira is a singer and aspiring songwriter, and she just loves country music, which is a girl after my own heart. And we surprised her on stage with Ray Lynn, a Nashville country music singer that we flew in, and together they sang a duet, God Made Girls, and she made her debut as a country music superstar.
Wow.
So fun, not a dry eye in the audience, and she was fantastic.
And so Kira had no idea this was going to happen at the fundraiser?
So she had been singing before, and God Made Girls is a song that she really loved and was inspirational to her, and we flew in the author and the singer of that song, Raylan, to sing that live with her on stage. I think she may have had a little bit of hint, which we had her practicing, but they didn't really get a chance to practice beforehand, and so it was really a peak moment for all of us there in the audience getting to witness that, but also for the two of them who just exchanged a transformational moment. So it was a really special night for us, and also raised a record amount in fundraising for us, and it comes at a time when we need it most, going into our summer with the peak season of granting wishes for our chapter.
Oh, so that's why you folks have your annual drive shortly before summer to get the gunpowder.
Yeah, so we call it Drive for Wishes, coming through the summer. Give Wishes wings. So many of our kids here in Hawaii, they've missed a lot of school, and so we see the summer start to become a peak season for us for wish granting, for sure.
So for people who aren't intimately aware of Make-A-Wish, what are some of the criteria for having to participate in the program?
Yeah, so a child who has a critical illness, and that could be determined through malignant, degenerative, or progressive in its diagnosis. We think that there's about 120 newly eligible children diagnosed here in Hawaii, but nationwide, 28,000 children who are between the ages of 2.5 and 18 who are diagnosed with a life-threatening medical condition and are eligible for a wish.
Wow.
And for us, a wish is what we feel is good medicine. You know, we've just completed our second medical study and are in the process of being able to share the results of that. But we're starting to prove what we've known all along, that the wish impact is something that actually has our medical community looking at it and saying, this is changing the outlook of my patient, and it's changing their prognosis and how we engage with them. And so it's been really exciting work that we've seen, and we're really just starting to share that word, that a wish isn't just a nice to have. It's a need to have, to lift up our families who are going through a really tough time, and to remind them that this community really cares, but they're not alone, and that if you could dream about something beyond just being sick, what could that look like? How can we bring hope back into your family, and how do we engage that mind, body, spirit connection into the medical healing process?
So I was fortunate enough to do one several years ago, and now we're friends on Facebook, and and I think he's a sophomore in college, so, you know.
Yeah, that was a fantastic computer wish.
That was fun.
Complete, like a full gaming system, complete with, I think, the 501st. Then we have some, I think, Star Wars guys there helping to make that happen as well.
There was a full-on parade of people dressed up.
That's right, but you know, we don't just do something, you know, small kind. It's got to have bells and whistles.
That was really fun.
No, he's actually doing really well, and it's his wish really helped to focus him on where he wanted to go with his education and with where he wants to be in his career.
That was a lot of fun for me too.
Wishes really do form, you know, a lot of the focal points of a kid and where they want to kind of maybe go with their lives. And you know what, I say the same thing. I came here to make a wish thinking I was going to make a difference in the lives of our kids, and time again, it's changing my life. Mm-hmm. And everybody who comes together to help grant a wish, it's really us all that are being impacted. It's really great.
So how many wishes is your chapter doing a year now?
So this year we'll grant a little more than 1,300 wishes in sum total between our two programs.
That's like 4 a day.
I wish they came in individualized increments so we could manage. In the next month, it'll be like 150 wishes in 1 month.
Wow.
So sometimes they are really busy peak seasons, and they tend to follow in line with where people are out of school and they can travel that. 70% of our wishes are travel related. A lot of our local children would like to get out of Hawaii, experience something different. They may not ever have that opportunity again. And oftentimes they're inspired by being surrounded by family. So not all of our families are here in Hawaii and they want to go and meet their grandparents or be with special family members. So those are really impactful and powerful for us to watch. And then there's this really magical mouse who does some pretty special things for our families as well. So that's that we see. I think we've got Aaron heading to Disneyland here this month, so it's really fun.
That's May 21st to the 27th?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what does the average wish cost? Is that something you can share with our viewers?
Yeah, so on average, wishes are around $10,000 cash in the Hawaii chapter. Obviously, travel being a big feeder to that cash cost for us, but they're not just travel wishes. We've got 2 kids right now who are having their backyards renovated and turn them into safe play spaces where we can help them with developing their fine motor skills and continually doing therapy. We've got a swim spa going in on Maui for a child who really needs that therapeutical touch of being in the water, and they can carry that home with them to Maui. Not all of our medical community can support the full state, and so if we can help make those advances possible in their own communities, that's something that we've committed to as well. So,
wow.
Very unique wishes, always very personalized to each child and family and what makes them tick. So.
Siana, what are some programs that you folks have developed that are unique to Make-A-Wish Hawaii?
You know, we're working with our young leaders in Hawaii. We've got a professional society that we've created. We call them the Heroes for Hope. And we're working with young professionals that want to get hands-on. So we really took a look at our millennials who really want to be able to shape the mission forefront. And so we created what we call an ambassador program with our heroes. And they are welcoming wish families when they come into Hawaii via phone, and they become that local point of contact for our families that are here visiting. It's a small piece out of their day, but it gives them a direct mission connect. And they, you know, for a family that's coming to Hawaii, it's not just the Make a Trip Foundation, it's the Make a Wish Foundation. What makes a wish different? They got to meet people, and they got to know where the best shave ice is, and they know what the best secret beach is, and they can take that away, and those relationships carry with them forevermore. And that's something we love.
Very creative, very clever, and most likely nurturing future power donors.
That's right. Well, really, I mean, that they get to fall in love with our mission, and then that blossoms in their heart, and that they understand the impact that they can play in the nonprofit sector. And it is something hands-on that they can do, but then also lead with in their own professional career.
Wonderful. So you and I have known each other a long time, and as Paubox gets more and more customers, and as we describe ourselves to our customers, the genesis of Paubox begins with Make-A-Wish Hawaii and you and me having an auspicious lunch some years ago. Do you care to recap that, or you want me to cover it?
No, I just remember being sort of in this building stage as we looked at what the growing pipeline of wishes look like and how do we best communicate with 62 chapters across the country and vendors that support our incoming families and hospitals and medical community that are referring kids and supporting them through their journey as their wish, and knowing that we had just a lot of sensitive communication and pieces that we needed to be able to not only feel confident in our communication back and forth to all of these different constituent groups, but also that it matched our brand and there was a trusted environment that sat in that they could say, you know what, that's Make-A-Wish, I'm going to open that email, or that's a relationship I want to open and follow through with. And I know that it would happen with incredible security and confidence. And so that was, how can we do this? Can we just white paper something? And that's been something I've loved about working with you. We sit down and we can say, all right, I've got this problem, and then we, bust it out. Let's see if we can figure something out. And I think it went through multiple iterations.
Yeah.
You took something that was a problem and turned it into an opportunity. And then for us to then take that and kind of guinea pig it in lots of different formats, both with our medical community and our volunteer base, and really to say, I want to tell you about this child, and I want to talk to you about what they need, but I also want to make sure that we're protecting them in everything that we're doing. We're protecting our brand security as well. And
brand security.
It's been huge. It's been huge for us. So, and even just the storage component of that, to be able to make sure that I know that whatever we have with an organization that has a brand like Make-A-Wish, sometimes we're a target. And we couldn't be open-ended to that, and we needed to get out there in advance of it and say, we're gonna protect ourselves. We're gonna protect our wish families and our constituents in that shared communication.
We will never forget. Thank you.
Lord have mercy. But it's been so fun, and trial and error in the beginning that has produced what is today. Yeah. So I'm so impressed with what you have been able to achieve and do.
Thanks,
it's been really great.
We feel like we're just getting started, but we'll never forget where we come from.
Okay, well, thank you. Out of humble roots, and maybe an auspicious lunch in Chinatown. So, but lots of white paper work that actually turned into genius work.
We're just publishing a white paper of our own talking about the true cost of sending a fax. We believe that's our true competition, is the fax machine. And how long does it take to send a fax versus a Paubox encrypted email?
Well, that was really, most of my referral sources in the medical community like to send things over fax.
It's incredible.
It's crazy. So you'll love this. Every semester, 3 times a year, we have incoming interns. They're college students getting college credit for their work here in the office, and we actually have to teach them what a fax machine is.
Some people in our company didn't know what it looked like. We did an exercise. I had everyone send a fax. We all went down to a FedEx, Kinko's thing, and I had everyone send a fax.
We do it 3 times a year, and they all stand over it. They're like, wait, I hit this number, and then
forgot to hit 9, do over.
Send? Are you sure? It's really funny. So we're not quite out of the dark ages, but we're definitely getting there.
Well, it's definitely because of the other parties you deal with, right? That's a big part of the problem.
We just need to get them into this next century with us. But the more that you provide in user interface for them to feel confident that what we're giving them and they're giving back is a safe space, and it's happening, and we're getting to see more and more of that communication happen in real time with direct contacts. So great.
That's a good one.
That's it.
That's a good one. That's Make-A-Wish right there.
And it's more and more the case. I was just reading this morning that one of our local very, very popular restaurants got hacked. They're in PBN right now. And the reality is we all have to invest in our own brand security, because we're only as good as the next major headline that our organization has. With donor sensitivity, they want to know that we're safe. They want to invest in us, but they don't want to be jeopardized themselves. And that's a really important commitment that we need to make to them.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the lightning round with Siana Austin Hunt, President and CEO of Make-A-Wish Hawaii. Ready?
Ready.
Favorite Hawaiian food?
Lomi o'io, extra inamona.
That's my uncle's favorite lomi.
Well, Molokai kind of have to go deep. Yeah.
Favorite karaoke song? Go-to jam?
Walking After Midnight.
Who sings that?
Seriously? Oh, when I walking after midnight. No? We're gonna go later. That's country music. Right. You can't go. We're gonna work on that.
We'll get that.
Okay.
What book or books are you reading now?
Oh my gosh, I've got 1 minute manager that I'm rocking just for purposes of keeping myself sane.
Theoretical. In the octagon, who would win? Polar bear or a silverback gorilla?
Okay, so I am gonna go with the polar bear.
Obviously.
Except for, I'm seeing some pretty scrawny polar bears right now, and while I wasn't previously a big believer in the global warming concept, this might be changing my theory. So I'm going to go with overfed polar bear takes out the silverback.
I mean, it's 1,200 pounds versus 500 pounds. I don't know why people do Team Silverback, but half our staff at Paubox is Silverback.
Well, I mean,
because of the thumbs and...
Well, you think opposable thumbs makes a big difference?
Well, the Team Silverback is about the thumbs and the brains, but I'm like, dude, you're outweighed by 3x.
Pure ferocity, ferociousness? No way, no way.
Yeah.
No, these guys are taking down beluga whales.
Yes.
Not enough of them, which is why they're scrawny. We're working on
the ice caps are melting.
Something about that.
Yeah.
When they start swimming to Hawaii, we've got a problem.
Yeah, that'd be something. Okay, and when's the last time you sent a fax?
Yesterday.
Professional or personal?
Purely for work. That didn't help your story, did it? I got people in Hilo. They don't got emails, bruh.
Yeah.
Yes,
You've been kayak fishing?
I have been kayak fishing.
You are the first person we've... Oh, that's a critical spot. That's a no-joke spot.
Well, and also there's fish.
Yeah, that's what...
Right.
There's current, wind, sharks. Well, that's a heavy spot. That's one of my favorite spots.
That's a pass on the shark part, but when growing up local girl, you got to kind of keep up with the guys, and so...
That's one of the most shark-infested places on the island.
I've actually heard such things, and we've had some big men in the gray suit out there recently in the news. So, haven't gone recently, but I've definitely successfully gone kayak fishing.
Wow, that's legit. First person to say yes on that question.
Yeah, well, now what I will say is I have not been so daring as to kayak fish in the San Francisco Bay, which I gotta give full props to you. That's only what crazy people do.
Man, I take what I can get. That's what's there. I just go.
But I have seen some good Dungeness crab come out of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, that's an Ono crab.
Yeah.
That's my favorite now.
That's props for you.
Yeah, it's a good crab.
That's a hard pass right here. Yeah. But we did go diving off of Aukina's boat the other day and caught 7-Eleven crab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in Waikiki.
Really?
Yeah.
In the day?
When's the last time you've seen 7-Eleven crabs Waikiki?
They know they were there?
That was a catch and release, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I've caught, I can't remember last time I had that.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, thank you for coming in and seeing us here at Make-A-Wish. So great to have you here.
Yeah, great to catch up again.
And for all you people in Silicon Valley, we're just sharing with you for a short bit, and then you got to send him back, because this genius we need back here in Hawaii.
I'll be back.
Make it happen.